Joe, CJ here. I wanted to thank you for sending me your swing again. I have to say that you have done a tremendous job here. What you have been working on. The one on the right, that was back in July. The recent one here, obviously, in January. So, a really, really good job of what you have been working on. Now, even since day one, really what we're looking for, and I'm just going to kind of talk about this. We want that line to go from back of the shoulders, tip of the knees, balls of the feet. So I know we've said that, we've been trying to work on your posture, and I'm just going to kind of pull this up. Here was there we go. We kind of were getting a little tall there. That was in September, October. So we've kind of struggled a little bit with your posture, which is something that I want to continue to work on with you. I'm going to attach a video at the end of this that will show you and everyone, if if you're showing this to anyone, how to do the posture properly. So we just need to get your rear end out just a little bit, buddy. I know we're getting up there in age, so we want to, it's kind of hard. We want to protect our back, but you're kind of doing a little bit of disservice to your spine here. But overall, I do need to show you or tell you that you have done a phenomenal job. Let me kind of show from face on. Pull that up. Here we go. Let me go to your recent one. All right. So we've always talked about several things here. First off, your grip over here. Your left hand was really weak. It's still a little weak, your left hand, on the picture on the left. So I wouldn't mind seeing that left hand get down, turn to the right a little bit. I wouldn't mind seeing this right finger right there, your right index finger. I want that knuckle on the side of the shaft. So as your finger gets curled under. So your right finger is going to come down just a little bit more, if you can kind of see that red line there. So just kind of touch up on that a little bit. However, let's look at the big picture. The biggest key for you and that we were working on for the longest time was width. You're going to see here as you took it back how narrow and sort of sloppy. You can look at that left arm. You have done a phenomenal job here. Check out the difference here. Great job. I mean, even back in October, this is the end of October that you sent this last one to me. So look at that. Look at the difference that you have done just in really from November, December. So, here it is, the beginning of January. So that is phenomenal. What you're going to see here as you came down, because of that width, you're going to see how you lost, that lack of width, you lost all the wrist angles. So when you came into it, you were, actually that's even better right there than what you were here. I want to show you this. So there, and then you're going to see how everything was scooped. Look at the wrist angle, the lag that you have created now, where your hands are getting to the ball right there, way before the way before the club head is. So that is tremendous. You're going to see just the difference of how the club is scooping versus you're creating some lag. That is really, really good job. So excellent work, and that's really created simply because you've created some width. That is awesome. I want to show you again some of the other changes you've made here. There we go. Just get this lined up for you there, my friend. Now, posture-wise, I love the fact that you've got more knee flex right in here. I just want to get your rear end out. Get it out there a couple inches. As you can see here at the top on the screen on the right, okay, you're going to see the face is right there. So that's very closed. you're going to see, actually let me do one, this one's kind of hard to see. I know you're hitting a wedge there. This one's a little bit easier to see. You can see the face, which is basically pointed to the sky, is dead closed. Look at this one here on the left. You're going to see how the face is much more working at a closer to a 45 degrees. So ideally, I don't mind it being a little bit closed. We'd like to see it match that left arm. However, I'm going to say that's pretty good at this point. The reason why you cannot have this face on the right, or it's so much more difficult, is simply because it's not going to match up with your short game. It's not going to work with pitching and all that other stuff. Now, as you've come down here, I want to show you something. This club's coming down really good, which you didn't really have as much of a problem of where the club was coming from. However, if you start to look at the angle right here as opposed to right here, the one on the left is a little steeper, right? The one on the right is a little shallower, and what this caused for you is your arms. I'm going to draw a little, let's just clear out all these lines here so there's no confusion. All right. I'm going to draw a line straight down from your nose. Straight down from your nose. And what you're going to see here is at this position right there. The club is going right through the top part of the forearm, which is excellent. The club head's in front of you. You can see it in relation to your bicep, behind your bicep here. Okay? And now watch your hands here as they come into impact. You're going to see how far away they get right here on the right. And now watch this ball on the right. You're going to see the shank. Okay, so that's because your arms were working so far away from you because of where the club was coming from. Now they're working a lot more down this way, and the club, you're going to be hitting the ball a lot better. So, great job. That's the before, that's the after. What are we going to work on now? Very simple. I love continue working on the width. Okay. Now, all I want you to focus on is we got to shift into your left side just a little bit more. I want you to focus on letting your right knee kiss your left knee. I want you to work on your posture, getting your butt out. But that right there is awesome. I think things are going really well from you, but you can see how you're just still a little stagnant on your right side there. You can see your right foot, it's fully on the ground. I want to get your right foot barely off the ground at impact. Barely. So if you can continue to work on that, getting that shift to the left, go ahead and give me a couple Gary Player walkthroughs. If you remember Gary Player, he'd hit a shot and just start walking. You're not going to hit it the best when you try this drill, but just do it and it'll start to get you to feel like you're getting into your left side. But man, Joe, you've done a great job. I love that. I was worried about you there when I saw, 3 or 4 months of that left elbow still being bent. So you have done a tremendous job. Send me your swing here in a couple weeks. Let's take another look at it. And I just want to see, I want you to work on this daily. You can do this indoors. It's cold here in Texas. So, I know you can just get off your right foot just a fraction more, my friend. Great job.